Hello YouTube, Mario here from Stunning Photography in Melbourne. Today I'm going to review the Lowepro Mini Trekker AEW DSLR bag. Now this is a fantastic bag. When I started to accumulate a fair bit of gear, I've started to upgrade from my little fanny pack that I guess most of us usually get for free when you purchase a DSLR or something off the shelf at the shop. I found this bag actually to be a wonderful upgrade. So if you're looking at expanding, this is definitely a cheap bag. We're talking $50 Australian. You can get them off eBay shipped from China. That's including postage for $50 or less, which is amazing value. It's a nylon bag, so it's all plastic bag, but it is a durable, thick nylon. Stitching is good. Zippers are actually quite tough. Strong straps. So I've had no issue with it for 2 years, and I've loaded it up with wedding gear. I'm talking about 70 to 200 lenses. I'm talking about 24 to 70 lenses, your 5Ds with battery packs and just a full load of flashes, and it hasn't budged, it hasn't given. All the stitching is still strong, still intact. So let's get started. Let's just look on the outside of the bag. So you can see the bag is a we'll say three compartments here. It's the large inner compartment with a zipper that runs right around to the ends of the bag, so you get a full access to the bag. Then you have a small compartment in the front with a whole load of pockets, and it's actually quite deep, so you can actually put a small jacket in there, or you can throw a few flashes in there, whatever you need. Water bottle, another place to put it. Separate from the main compartment, that way if you get a little bit of a leak, it's not too much of an issue. Right at the front of the bag, you'll see there is a smaller pocket with some Velcro there. Carry a colour chart, whatever bits and pieces that you can throw in there. Now this also opens up, and the thinking behind this is that you can actually put the base of your tripod legs through here, and your tripod comes up and then is in turn captured by a strap. Now it comes with these flimsy sort of straps which I find are a little bit too loose, so you have to really just pull on that cord forever, and it's just not going to make a good capture. The tripod will jiggle around, so I'd say get rid of these little straps that come with the bag. Use some alternative straps. Maybe if you get yourself one of those bungee sort of type ties, you can just fit it right around the bag and capture it properly and securely to the bag. So that's unfortunately just one little flaw in the bag, but otherwise everything else is fantastic. Now the bag itself, when you look at it side on, there's actually a strap that comes from the front of the bag to the rear of the bag and clips together, and that also acts as a little bit of a safety. So should the zip give, the main compartment zip, should that open, at least you've got something that's holding the bag together. Your gear isn't just going to spill out. Now, two purposes to this. One is to also have a little bit of security, as I said. The other one is you've got these little loops on the side of the bag, and the idea is that you can buy an aftermarket accessory bag, maybe a water bottle holder bag. You can capture them into this loop and then use that fastener to, again, capture them for a little extra security so they don't jiggle around, don't fall off easily when you're walking. The actual straps themselves are padded, and you can feel them. They've got these light little webbing, which helps, I think, helps with breathing is the idea behind that. It has a cross chest strap, very handy, keeps everything nice and close to your body. You haven't got your backpack moving around as you walk across your back. There's also more of this webbing as well, and a little bit of lumbar support as well on the lower back, which is very, very nice over a long walk. Certainly takes the bumping of the bag off you. Now, with that, just from the exterior as well, I'll make a point that underneath this bag, to the rear of the bag, there is an internal pocket you can open up. It's all Velcroed along here, and you can just see that actually comes out. Now that is actually a full cover, and for the purposes, we'll take this out and we'll put that cover on, just so you get an understanding of how that works. It's got a drawstring. You pull on that drawstring and it all tightens up and becomes one solid cover. Handy for weather or when you're out and about, but to be honest, this is the first time I've ever pulled it out in 2 years, so I wouldn't worry about it. You don't really need it. All good photographers should be watching the weather before they go out, unless the rain is something that you are photographing on the day. You need not prepare. It is already sort of partially waterproof. The water does bead off it. You can always get the sprays, which can't think of them, but you know, there are those water sealant sprays that you can use for sports jackets and outdoor gear. Recommend maybe giving it a light spray. Just keeps off that light drizzle, and there's no chance of that water getting into your actual main compartment. So what I'll do as well is I'll just show you how that main compartment looks from this side, and then we'll move in for a closer look at the compartment, and that way you can get a feel for how the arrangement is made. So it opens up completely. One big mouth, you've got everything you need. You got your battery packs, you got your lens caps, you got your flash triggers. You can also, there's enough room in this compartment, literally for a 24-70 and a 70-200 with a 5D, a battery pack, triggers. There's enough room in this compartment to put a full wedding kit in here, no problem. It is a little heavy, but again, like I said, I've never had an issue with the actual quality of the bag. It's very, very well constructed. I wouldn't worry about it falling apart on you. The only question is weight. Depends on the person. If you have some health issues or back issues, then I'd probably say look at the Lowepro range that has the actual wheels. It is actually a little bit bigger, and it does look more like a little bit of a light suitcase that you see people dragging through the airport. I would recommend that to you, but for me, I just need something simple backpack. I can put it partially full of gear, I can put my jacket in, I can put a water bottle in, maybe pack some food for the day, and I'm out photographing. So I hope that helps a little bit in your decision making process. Now what we'll do is we'll switch to a closer view of the actual internal compartment, and I'll just show you some of my arrangement and how I put things in here. At the moment it's just my basic setup. I don't have anything flash for I'm not have any events on in any recent times, so but when that does happen, I'll be sure to also include this review as part of that event, so that you can get an understanding on how I prepare for the day. So let's have a look at the internals. Okay guys, so here we go. Here's the Lowepro mini trigger bag, fully opened. Now you can see that internally we've got these webbing transparent compartments. There's a large compartment where you can pretty much, I normally carry a bit of cleaning fluids in here, some tissue, wipes for the opticals, all my little bits and bobs into this compartment. These other compartments I use primarily for my batteries, and I carry a lot of flashes, double A's for my flashes, and then another compartment I might carry some SD cards as well, or my camera batteries as well. So all depends on the configuration for the day. It depends how many batteries you actually need realistically. The worst thing you can do is run out of power, so I always recommend pack too much. Too many batteries is a good thing. Too many SD cards is a good thing. So in here you can see there are two flashes. And these flashes, now these are Shanies, but we'll do a review on another day about these ones. These are equivalent to the Canon 600 model flash, so it's actually quite a large flash, quite bulky, but you can see easily stack two in there, on one side of that compartment, no problem at all, easy done. Now, the bag comes with two large border compartments that run down the middle. These can all be adjusted right up the side of the bag. There's a whole bunch of Velcro. You can move this position any way you like it. Now I like to have it like this in a Y configuration. The idea is that I can just drop in a camera with the lens straight in, boom, sit it upright, and grab, and it actually holds it in place. It doesn't allow it to move further down the bag, and just use another piece of foam in there just to separate from anything else I may be carrying. Sometimes I like to put an additional lens in here, a zoom lens, and then I've got my prime fixed on the camera. In this case, I'm just putting a light modifier, always handy to have for large rooms, but then again, anyway, a simple Omni flash bounce does plenty. And a whole bunch of little side compartments you can create. Again, these are my Yongo triggers that I use for the flashes. You can trigger all of them remotely off the camera. Battery pack for the 5D Mark III. Also there. That's it. And basically, you've got just about all the gear you could possibly need for most configurations. Again, you can put your small tripod on the front, capture it on the bag, and you're good to go. Now, I wouldn't recommend putting too heavy tripods. I'd say keep it light, keep it carbon fibre, keep it as small as possible, just what you need to carry with you. And there it is. That's the Lowepro Trekker Mini, and I hope you found value in this.